All right. So next crazy thing I'm going to say. How many of you guys believe this? Coming in today, stress is a gift. Here's why I believe stress is a gift. Stress is a gift because it's life telling us, hey, guess what? You need to grow. You've maxed out your capacity, and it's time for you to proactively grow your capacity. And whenever we feel stress, we can train our brain to switch that on and say, okay, I'm feeling stressed right now. I need to grow my capacity. Now let's talk about how we do that. So everyone has a certain capacity level wherever they are in life. It's based on three things, three pillars of capacity: your education, your learning that you have, the habits that you have in place, and the relationships that you've established. And we're going to dive into each of these. We'll spend most of our time on this: education, habits, and relationships. And what happens is we're running along through life doing our thing, and all the time we're hitting our head on our capacity ceiling. We're feeling stressed if we're doing things, right? If we're just sitting playing video games all day and drinking beer, right? There's not a lot of stress going on until there's a lot of stress going on. That also has its own problems. But because you guys are doers, because you guys are trying to take over the world, at least taking over Boise right now, or have, that's what I hear, you're going to feel stress. And when you feel stress, you have two choices. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button below so that you know every time I upload a new video so you can be encouraged and equipped to build your best life. Choice number one is you can enter the breakdown cycle. So breakdown cycle has 3 stages. First stage of breakdown cycle, and I'm going to use an example that I know every single person in this room has experienced. You come into real estate and you're like, yes, I love this. I love the autonomy. I love the financial potential. I love how I get to help my clients. I love showing houses. I mean, how cool would that be to sit and do an open house and just show people, right? And then all of a sudden it doesn't seem so easy. And you're like, this is hard. There's other realtors out there I have to compete against. My clients aren't the smartest people in the world. They don't do what I tell them to all of the time. No, I told them it was going to sell at this, but they wanted to list it at that. This is dumb. And you get disappointed. And what happens is if you sit in disappointment for too long, you become disillusioned. Well, Brent said it was going to be easy. I'd have all these leads come in and I just had to make these many phone calls. And then these many people would sign up and hire me to sell their house, or I would get all of these listing appointments, and it's not working out that way. And I think he lied to me. And the market's changed, and it's too hard, it's too competitive, and these freaking Californians keep moving here. I was born in California, so I can say that. And like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And then you start interviewing other places. And like, you hop on the job board and you see what's out there. And in my world, oftentimes I see people like, maybe I'll go back to what I was doing before. Like, I know it was really sucky then, and it wasn't going to let me live my best life, and that's why I started real estate, but I haven't got paid in a while. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go back, and I'm going to do that. And we go back to greener pastures. Now, why do I know all of us have had that? Because it's the same thing in my industry, and I've had that thought multiple times. And the thing about greener pastures is they are actually greener for a little bit. Let me tell you why. You're here, hitting your head on the top of your capacity ceiling, constantly feeling stressed. And when you go to greener pastures, you're going to a world that you already have been successful in, you already have capacity in. So let's just say, for example, you were a greeter at Walmart before you became a real estate professional, right? Well, you leave being a City Trees real estate, go back to be a greeter at Walmart. You know how to do that. You already have capacity to handle being a greeter at Walmart. So for a period of time, you don't have stress, and it is greener. But sooner or later, you're going to feel the stress of, I can't pay my bills. I hate greeting people at Walmart. I hate being at Walmart, and I need to go make a change. And you're going to hit your head on your capacity ceiling again. So instead of going through the breakdown cycle, I suggest you have a breakthrough. So how do you have a breakthrough? Well, that's the $1 million question. That's the secret of the capacity model. You need to grow your capacity through improving your education, your habits, and your relationships. You guys got the framework here? So we're going to spend the rest of our time diving into examples, stories, and action items for how we do that.